Well, here we are for Oh, hello, goodbye. UHC-Gi-Oh. No, UHC-Gi-Oh. This is a recorded round based off of Yu-Gi-Oh! It's Infinite Allies Mumble, and somebody's not muted. Mute your mic, buddy. I think they have. What was I going to say? Yeah, so this will mean more to people that like Yu-Gi-Oh! But as I said, I'm not the most well versed in that side of things. In a roundabout way, I've never had an interest in Yu-Gi-Oh! And therefore this round doesn't mean much to me in terms of, you know, the scenarios, you know, likening the scenarios to what it's based off of. Alright, let's get that out. Get ourselves another pickaxe. We're doing okay, although I would like to find a better cave. C counter's not looking friendly at the moment. Well, it is when I look back to where I've just come from. I'm guessing the reason C counter gets higher when I look up is because that's like looking to the surface. I've never ever got into looking at it. Now, we've got to move on. We can't stick around here forever. Right. So yeah, let's talk about. I mean, see, I don't want to. I'm always fearful of getting really deep into conversations in these because I'm always worried it'll get redone and they'll, you know, it'll all be for nothing. But I'll take the risk. What's been my favourite RR in terms of its, you know, being based off of something, you know, its scenario and that? I'm not sure, to be honest. I mean, Ultra Cakewar's not really based off of anything, so even though that's like my favourite round to play and be part of, you know, I can't say that it's my favourite because it's based off of something. TDC's pretty good. It's based off of the, you know, the divine, obviously the Divine Comedy. Yeah, so that's definitely a good one for that. We've got ourselves a cave. I bet there's something good under all this cobblestone. I guess we should find out. What other one? I guess TDC would be number one, I would say. Hey, we got some of that stuff. Yeah, I don't just want to say TDC though, because I haven't really had a good proper thing. But I've been in so many rounds, like Reddit and non-Reddit, that you know, it's hard to remember them all. You know, that's why I've got a playlist, so that I don't, you know, there's an easy way to get to them. Got more iron. I think I'll leave the iron for now. Let's dig over here. Wait, hang on a minute. Oh, okay. Alright, we've got ourselves another passageway here. Oh, hang on a minute. That was lag. Yeah, it's lagging on my end. Well, that sucks. Hopefully that'll sort itself out. Arctic Seagull's also lagging. I think how many of these people are British? I think there's quite a few Brits here, so you know. Oh yeah, that's a topic for conversation. The United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland left the European Union yesterday, so that's something that's, to be honest, that the vote for that happened around like my early days of doing RRs, and only now it's, you know, coming to force. It's like You know, that's somebody described it as like a lifetime ago, which is true. You know, the early days, when my early days of RRs were about 4 years ago, so it was 3.5 the vote. There's the border. So yeah, that happened. That was the highlight, I guess. Well, it wasn't really a highlight. I turned on BBC in the final minute just to see what the countdown was like, and it's like, hey, okay, moving on. If you want my opinions of it, I guess my opinion's very much indifferent. It's like, it's not I don't care, I just don't, I'm not passionate about it. You get people that, are all out celebrating, yeah, we've left the EU, and then you got people that are, mourning as if it's like, the worst thing that's happened, which, it might be, I don't know. But I'm not in either camp. I'm very much just like down the middle, just kind of like, yeah, cool. I guess ultimately I would say it's good that democracy was upheld. That's probably a good thing. But at the same time, the circumstances aren't like, it's not like it's something I was passionate about. So either way, it didn't matter an awful lot. Not saying I would have been happy if democracy hadn't been upheld. I'm just saying it's not something I'm particularly passionate about, and so yeah, it's probably not worth talking about the democratic process in that way. Alright, I'm no longer Iron Man. Kind of got stuck there, to be fair, but whatever. Let me guess, Bowfish is still Iron Man. Yeah, he is. Bowfish going for another Iron Man. He went for first damage in a round that I did last week, which was kind of funny. Seeing Bowfish go for first damage instead of Iron Man. He's after my most Iron Man titles that I got in RRs in 2019. I also got most second places, which is obviously a great achievement because everyone loves a second place in UHC, and I was alive for all of them. I think I shared the title. Well, technically shared it with 2 other people but some of them were like not alive for their second places, so that's how they decide who's first and all that. So I was alive for all of them. Do I remember them all off by heart? No, I don't. Geology was one. I know that. Geology, class 4, and after that I'm lost. I don't quite remember. Oh man, I want to see. This is what I mean. I'm spending way too long here, but it's because I feel like I've missed something. Yeah, look, see, I'd missed something down here. Anyone here? Hello? Doesn't sound like there's anyone here. I've got some redstone up ahead, but apart from that, not much else. Loses Iron Man. Yep, that was me too. Through carelessness more than anything, but I mean, there you go. That's 1.8 for you. So there was supposed to be a custom map. Not sure if I should talk about it, but I'm gonna. There was supposed to be a custom map, but it was made in 1.14, and I remember I think everyone in the intro was like, why was it made for 1.14? I think they thought the map was like, purpose made or purpose built for this. But by the sounds of things, I don't think it was purpose built. It might have been, I don't know. But the thing you've got to remember is 1.8 is so old now as a version. 1.8's like, I was speaking about this to someone the other day. I was like, listen, apart from the PvP, there's absolutely nothing good about 1.8, where 1.8 came out in 2014. Now, I was in the Reddit community at the time, but I didn't know anyone in the Reddit community, so that shows how long ago it was. It was back in the days when I literally knew no one. It's been out for a long time. The game's moved on a lot. So, yeah, in my view, there's nothing good about 1.8 other than, well, people obviously like the PvP. I think I'm more regretful of the fact people don't like the modern PvP more now, because there's just so much more you can do in 1.15 in terms of firework rockets and crossbows and all that. I've played a few Apollo games, and the people on that server and that community are really good in terms of like, they know the mechanics of it, and so I'm really regretful that if that's the right word. I'm really regretful that the entire community doesn't upgrade, but I mean, whatever floats your boat. I do hear a skeleton. I think it's down. Okay, so it's down here somewhere. I saw the light. But where? Hey. Okay. Got ourselves a bit of a cave. Would like some more diamonds, but there you go. That's, you know, that's something we'll just have to work for. Oh yeah, sorry, going back to the conversation about the map. I think the reason it was built in 1.14 is simply because, you know, that's the version. Well, 1.15 is the version, but, you know, recently 1.14 was the version, and so it's obvious why custom maps are built in that version over 1.8. Because there's a lot of stuff that isn't in 1.8. I'm not sure if I've said, but 1.8 is not a great version, let's be honest, not anymore. You know, around the time 1.9, 1.10 were out, you know, fair enough, you could kind of get away with you know, still playing in it, but these days obviously you're still playing it, but it's just, it's so far behind. I'm talking about it as if I hate it. I don't hate it, I'm just pointing out that, you know, there's not much to it other than the PvP. There's actually a lot, like, I think the jump between 1.7 and 1.8 was massive in terms of not just the game itself, but, you know, the game mechanics. I bet everyone should be so thankful that the 1.9 combat update didn't come in 1.8, because then, you know, everyone would be still stuck playing 1.7, and I believe 1.7 is a tad inferior to, or quite a bit inferior to 1.8. I remember when there was a time when people refused to upgrade to 1.8. I remember Dan's was one of the people that hosted 1.8 games early. Right, we've got a lot of this stuff now, which is nice. How much? Yeah, that's decent. I'd like more, but let's be honest, you know, you can't always get what you want in this game. Unless you throw in an X-ray pack. Not that I'm advocating that or suggesting that it's something I'm going to be attempting. Let's not go up there. I don't think there's going to be anything up there. I do hear, however, a zombie. Presumably a villager zombie. That's pretty cool. So they've coded that in this version. The fact that villager zombies sound different. Also cave spiders sound different, but that's an Arctic thing. A mineshaft would be cool to find. I don't know where the guy is, but we found another cave. With more of this. Jengs, this is... Whoa! Oh, it's a witch! Jengs, I thought it was a... I thought that was a... Oh yeah, because witches didn't have a sound in this, did they? Ah, there we go, okay. Yeah, that could have been bad. Let's just throw all that out. Don't need the wool. Oh yeah, we do have a bow. Just not very durable one. One that's not very high in durability. Let's have a look down here. So we've got, what's that, 38 now? That's decent. And there's more down here. I'm probably going to go for enchants in this just because there's no guarantee people are going to want to give me enchants. And I might try a Zach tactic from class 4. Zach was an introvert, truly, in that, because he stayed away from people at all times. So that was such a good season, though. Like, that was genuinely one of my favourite recorded. Like, not, I guess, at the time of playing it, I think it was only with hindsight one could appreciate just how good it was in terms of how people met up and all the crazy stuff that went on. And, you know, lots of crazy stuff happened to me, but that was only a fraction of the crazy stuff that happened to other people. So it's like, you know, that just goes to show the depth of the season. So yeah, definitely one of my favourite seasons. But I guess mostly with hindsight is what I'm trying to say. Let's pick up some more of this, just in case. I'll pick up this from down here as well. Oh man. I've actually had a season played of a round that was probably one of my... Well, okay, never mind. That's let's move on. It might be out by the time this is out, but... Aye, there's reasons why I don't want to go into why it's my favourite. Anything down here? Nope. Let's put that back and continue our search for minerals. This is good. Or is it? I can see that being a negative. That is not a negative though. I will definitely be making use of that. Okay, what we're going to do then, let's, I guess, just try and make sure there's nothing under them. How long do we have? Okay, no, I think we've done well, we've done well. Epic. Okay, let's smelt stuff, I guess. We've got plenty of blocks now, so we can make some more ferni. Let's just do all that. It's a very awkward way of crafting a bunch of furnaces. And I guess we'll just... yeah, we'll just pop these ores in each individual one. Yeah, I've not mined this well in a wee while. I don't know why I don't tend to mine well, but I think it's generally because I don't try to mine a lot. Because I know in previous rounds I've gone up early, or I've gone to meet up with my team early, and we've just, you know, fooled about. So there's all sorts of reasons for it. Let's do that. Get that on the bar. Okay, so we might have enough for one piece. That would be alright. What's going on here? A few people are down in health. We should have enough stuff to satisfy our count, so I'm happy with that. But yeah, this is good progress for Ep 2. I don't think I'm going to go up early. I think I'm going to mine as long as possible, honestly. Although that could be negative in the sense that I might turn up at meetup with a lot of stuff and there's like just a team of 4 there, and all of a sudden it's a 1v4 and it's all for nothing, you know. So I don't really want that to happen. What I'm hoping is that I meet someone while doing this and they're willing to team, and I've got at least a team of 2. Alright, let's do that. Let's do that. There we go, not bad. Right. What do we have? Not much. Not much that's worth shouting about. I might go for a knockback sword. Sup? Everyone's going crazy in chat. Yeah, there we go. I need... actually, I think I've got enough for... How much? I've only got 45 durability. It's not great, is it? Let's, I guess, enchant all of that. Preferably some proj. Ooh, I wanted knockback, didn't I? It's going to be a waste. But, or maybe not. Maybe it won't be a waste. Protection. I want some projectile. There we go. Let's just enchant that. And hopefully that'll reset things. Okay. That'll do. Oh dear, that's not good. Thankfully I'm not standing over there. Oh yeah, stuff doesn't burn. Which is kind of lame in my opinion, but I've never had someone burn stuff on me in a UHC before. Actually, I kind of have, but not. It doesn't happen often, so I can understand why it's more annoying for the elite players. Not looking at anyone in particular. I genuinely not looking at anyone in particular. Oh, hang on a minute. That could have been bad. I'm just going to do this, just, you know, I might as well. And I might as well do this. Having a lot of arrows isn't that important, to be fair, in our current circumstances. How long do we have? Devil's Watch. Oh, yeah. String would be nice. Is it Enchanted Death? Because if it is, I've just wasted. Well, actually, I've not really wasted, have I? Because I might not. Actually, no, because you can't make enchanting tables in Enchanted Death, can you? So you know. Oh yeah, let's actually do some crafting, shall we? That's not bad. I'm happy with that. We don't need it. Moving on. That's the end of episode 2.